They got the hand back. Here's Jim Comey. He's running. You don't even notice the transition. So I got the baton. I got the baton. Here we go. Right to Trump. So yesterday we found out through some new FBI texts that finally were unearthed. Finally, I say, because what? What's the strategy, Joe? Drip it out over 2 years and pretend we're all going to forget, right? And then say, move on. It's old news. I'm not moving on. A text came out yesterday. I'll get to in a little bit. John Solomon has it at Just the News, showing that the obvious, none of this is breaking. You already knew this, but that the FBI basically knew the collusion hoax was fake the whole time. Dan, why are we covering that? We all knew that already. Well, now we have it down on paper and it explains a whole lot. Let's start from the beginning. So if the FBI, we now know, according to this text I'll get to in a little bit, we now know the FBI knows this whole Donald Trump colluded with the Russians thing is fake. Why would they do this? Why would people in the Obama administration and the Clinton campaign continue to push forward with a collusion hoax they knew was fake? Part one. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Smith has a damning piece that is so unbelievably good. It is up in the show notes today, bongino.com/newsletter. My newsletter is the show notes. Please read it. It is a must read. The collusion hoax, ladies and gentlemen, was always an insurance policy because Hillary Clinton's emails were going to get out there. Lee Smith, December 16, 2020, in the Epic Times. Russian collusion wasn't about Donald Trump. It was designed to protect Hillary Clinton. This is an assertion me, Lee, and others have put out there for a long time. Now I'm going to put meat on the bone and show you why this doesn't. Now, you may say, why are you following this up after a piece on Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and Stephen Colbert? Because Biden's involved in this too, ladies and gentlemen. Understand what I'm getting at. Paula, Joe, double ombudsman here. Get it? Get it? Let me lay it down. You give me a head nod that you understand. The whole collusion hoax, Donald Trump colluded with the Russians to impact the election and release Hillary's emails, was always made up. Everybody knew it. And the only reason they did it was because they knew Hillary Clinton's emails were out there, that the Russians probably had them. Those emails were going to be really damaging, and they had to find a way to get others to cover Donald Trump rather than cover Hillary Clinton's emails. Everybody get it? Make sense? Okay, moving on. Yeah. Screenshot number one from Lee Smith's piece where he lays this out beautifully. Quote, Barack Obama's spy chiefs never believed Donald Trump was a Russian spy. Okay, yeah, absolutely. The Trump-Russia collusion narrative originated as a diversionary tactic in the event emails from Hillary Clinton's private email server went public. What the hell's in those emails, folks? How is Joe Biden involved? We'll get to that. Keep that in your melon. FBI headquarters attached itself to this project, devoting manpower and resources to investigating Trump when the FBI learned that foreign intelligence services had her correspondences? So foreign governments may have had Hillary's emails? What was in there? Was there some uranium-1 stuff in there? Whoa, hold on. Time out. So now we know Lee is right. Total scam, collusion hoax scam, because Hillary's really nasty emails, foreign governments probably have them. And if you see what's in those emails, it's going to be really bad for Hillary and the Democrats in 2016. So let's get out ahead of this and say Trump's colluding with a foreign government to release the emails. That way the press covers that instead. Beautiful, tragic, beautiful, but elegant in its sophistication. Seriously. These people are devious little blankers. Screenshot 2 from Lee Smith's piece. This week, so Lee's got a source in the intel community. This is all new, folks. This isn't old. But why are you covering this again? Because this is new. Lee has got a former senior intelligence official. Lee Smith has always been on top of this in the Obama administration, who for some reason speaking to him, confirmed to Lee, that in the lead up to the 2016 election, elements of the U.S. intel community informed the FBI that the Democrat candidate Hillary's emails had been compromised. They concluded there were approximately 30,000 emails in the possession of foreign entities, said this Obama official. Wow, that sounds really bad, folks. Quote, he went on, this intelligence official. The FBI was provided with digital copies of some of those. Wait, what? What was in those emails? And then evaluated the emails, determining their veracity and identifying what sensitive issues were being addressed. The FBI had been informed of this prior to Jim Comey's July 5th press conference exonerating Hillary Clinton. So the FBI now, we know, has already seen these emails that foreign governments had that Hillary Clinton claimed disappeared. You know, the ones she destroyed the BlackBerries, hammered them, used the bleach pit system on them to wipe them out. Remember those emails? That she had that Platte River and all that other companies, she had them all disappeared, if you know what I mean. She had the emails suicided. They killed themselves, the emails. Foreign governments had those, and the FBI knew. What was in those? What was in them there emails? What was up in them there hills? Let's go to part 3 of Lee Smith's piece, where we see the seamless transition, by the way. The FBI, who's clearly in on this at the upper levels, the seamless transition, Joe, from Hillary Clinton's email scandal and her private server and that investigation known as mid-year investigation, seamless transition right to investigating Donald Trump, because that's the cover to keep the Hillary email investigation and her emails very secret. Let's go to screenshot 3 from the wonderful Lee Smith's piece, because this just gets better by the moment, doesn't it? The two parts of the FBI's Clinton cover-up meshed seamlessly. On July 5th, 2016, the same day Jim Comey cleared the former Secretary of State of charges of mishandling classified information, on that same day, Clinton campaign contractor Christopher Steele first pushed Trump-Russia collusion reports to FBI agent Michael Gaeta. Now, Armacost, you'd think you'd wait a day, right?
Yeah.
So if the FBI plot, you're working with the Clinton team and the Obama administration at the upper levels of the FBI to say, we've got a problem, Houston. We got a serious problem. We've got Hillary's emails she says are missing, and so do the Russians and others. And they're really, really bad. What do? I've got an idea. Let's fabricate this whole story about how Trump is working with the Russians to release those emails, because idiots in the media will then make that the story. And no one will want to release Hillary's emails. And if they do, they'll blame it on Trump. And the story won't be about Hillary's actual emails. Genius. How do we make the transition in the media? I've got an idea. Let's do a press conference on July 5th, 2016. Jim Comey. Let's exonerate Hillary. Say, hey, no one's going to prosecute this case. The same day, a guy Hillary Clinton's paying to make up this story about how Trump's colluding with the Russians about her emails. The same day, July 5th, let's not even wait a day, Joe, because we're in a rush. The same day, let's have that guy Steele meet with his handler, an FBI agent named Gaeta, in London, and start to pass off the fictitious Trump's colluding with the Russians fairy tale. Seamless transition. Seamless. It's like passing the baton in a relay race at the Olympics. They got the hand back. Here's Jim Comey. He's running. You don't even notice the transition. I got the baton. Here we go. Right to Trump.
You just heard Dan Bongino.